It actually stopped the recording.
That's aggressive. How heavy is that pen?
It's about like yours, the one I gave you.
Yeah, it's a little weightier.
Yeah, they're metal pens. I mean, so
Yeah,
I destroy pens, and so
I noticed.
I originally I love the Pilot G2. By the way, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Lousy Show.
I love the Pilot G2. It's my favorite pen in the world, but I always break them, like the plastic ones, right? So I was like, and so I was looking online one time, and they make a metal version. It's called the Pilot G2 Limited. I was like, dope. I won't break metal, which technically is true, but I do bend the clip.
And you also rub the color off.
So it sits up against my pocket knife in my pocket every day.
Yeah.
And so over time it just rubs. Damn it, now I and so one day I bent like the absolute living shit out of this thing, and I bent it back as best I could, but it's not a removable clip to be able to fix it.
Yeah.
If things were to go bad. Enter this one. Can't remember the name. I think it's like Grafton or Grifton or something like that. Takes a Pilot G2 insert, but still metal removable clip. I
appreciate your
my OCD about pens.
Yeah. Like it's kind of impressive.
Yeah, this is the best pen I've ever had, and I love it so much. And it still rubs in that one spot up against my pocket knife every day. So it doesn't turn brass like this one, but.
See, I'm big on cap pens.
I hate cap pens.
I love them
with a fiery
I like being able to just.
No, so for me, it's.
You like to fidget.
I need a fidget.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And that's understandable. I've tried like fidget devices, like fidget spinners when they were all the rage and everything.
Yeah,
I couldn't get into it. So.
You just unlocked a memory. Did I ever tell you about me balancing 5 fidget spinners while at work?
No, but go on.
I worked at a call center.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was known to be like the party guy at the call center. I got the job done. I always had high scores. Students loved me. But I was also that guy who would be in my cubicle, like fucking like, dun, 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 dun. Like, and one day I had a fidget spinner and I was just sitting there, like, helping students. And then I took it and I was like, and I bounced on my thumb. I'm like, hell yeah. And then dude next to me was like, hey, here, try it on another finger. And I was like, all right, cool. And I had D here. And it ended with me stretching my hand out in different angles to make sure I had all 5 fidget spinners going, and I had all 5. I was Thanos. I was like, it was awesome.
Nice.
But I miss fidget spinners. They were all the rage.
I mean, you could still get them. Like,
yeah, but they're not the rage anymore.
Yeah, but now if you're like in public with one, people are gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But
did you ever get into the fidget cubes?
I had almost bought one, and I was just like, you know what? The pen's perfectly fine for me. I don't know why I need a separate device in my pocket.
Yeah, it was like also it just had like, it was almost like overstimulation for the OCD.
Yeah.
There were too many options. Like, I don't like the poppets. I love the poppets. The poppets are cool. I'll sit there sometimes and be like, yeah. But I don't need like a clicker and a spinner and a puppet and a like a thingy. Like it's no,
it's too much. Yeah. Like I don't need that much stimulation.
Let us know. Let us know what you need in the comments. What kind of stimulation do you go for?
How far on the spectrum are you?
Honestly, where do you rhythm with autism? Like, that's our question. But that has nothing to do with today.
Never does.
In our podcast, no, it doesn't.
Nope.
However, I wrote this down. Yay!
We're playing 2 truths and a lie.
Yay! If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, for anybody who's been watching our show for the 90 plus episodes we put out so far, as we're recording this, we put out 91 episodes, which is nuts.
Yep.
And I think actually after this might be like
by the time this comes out,
100 total,
we'll be like right around 100.
Yeah.
We should probably double check that actually.
Yeah, actually.
You keep talking.
Yeah.
I'll count.
So we've been doing this for a very long time. We've also been best friends for 2 decades. And so you would think, like, how the hell are these 2 dudes?
So not this one.
That'll be number 100?
That's number 100. You want to talk about how that lines up real quick? That's fucking weird.
We'll
get to that point. But
yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
But how do two dudes who've been best friends for 2 decades try and tell 2 truths and one lie to each other? We had to dig deep.
I also had to kind of do some bullshit, so I apologize in advance.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. What are the stakes on this? We never talked about that. What kind of stakes we put on here?
Oh, so like whoever wins, gets something.
Because like with Smosh, I like how they do theirs, except we don't have water guns. So like if you get it wrong, you get splashed with a water gun. If you get it right, you get to splash them with a water gun. But we don't have water guns.
And like slap each other.
No. I love how that went to violence.
How about we just have it just for pride? Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's our first one. Let's just chill.
Fair.
Like
That's fair.
We're
to the death. All right. Who's going for?
I stay strapped. It rubs against my pen every day.
I got Megatron, bitch.
Oh, shit. I got Master Chief, bitch. Master Chief, don't die.
So I guess do we Rochambeau for who goes first here?
If you want to, I mean that's kind of our thing.
Yeah, let's just do it. All right.
Right. So shoot.
It's a curse.
Apparently, yeah.
It's a fucking curse. I don't know how I do this. All right. So we have 3 different sections. There'll be 3 rounds of this. Okay. There might be some trauma talk during this segment, but we're gonna go at it. First, we did agree before writing these down. The first round is easy. Second round is medium. Third round is the heavy hitters.
Theoretically, we'll see how that actually lines up. Because like this was a lot harder to think of options. Than I thought.
I know mine. I know my last one is gonna. We're gonna have to have some talks after this.
Uh-oh.
All right. First up. I have owned 14 vehicles. I have played a show in front of 20,000 people. And I have only seen Washington, D.C. twice. Specifically, the National Mall.
The vehicles one is tricky. You've had a lot of fucking vehicles.
Mm-hmm. We can even go back to when I was like in my late teens.
Yeah.
And I went through, I think there was one year I went through 5 different cars.
Just high school.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep.
I mean, that number sounds about right. I can't remember all of them.
I will tell you, it took me a lot to remember all of them myself.
Yeah. There's a couple things that I had to count too.
In fairness, there was one car I owned for 4 days.
Yeah. Mm.
And I'll explain why in a second.
Was that the neon?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Played Brew Ridge. Right.
Brew Ridge.
Yeah. And then I'm sure the Devil Wears Prada show is pretty big. I don't think it was 20,000 people, but
no, that one was 900.
Yeah, but still a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, no, it was fucking enormous. One of my favorite shows I've ever played.
I'm pretty sure Blue Ridge. It was a Blue Ridge show that you played 20,000 people. I'm gonna say the DC one is the fake one. I don't see you going there only twice. I think that's the lie.
Should have stuck with your gut. I've owned 15 cars.
God damn it. I knew it was going to be some fucking bullshit like that.
So I had to really think. I thought it was 14 at first, and I remembered that I forgot about owning. So I don't know if you remember me having this car or not, but I forgot about owning the black Oldsmobile Cutlass.
How could you
spray
forget
painted
that?
one?
Yeah. That's like one of the, like, it's not the first one that comes to mind for me, but it's up there.
Yeah.
Like,
The first one that came to mind was, of course, my first one, the Lincoln.
Yeah.
But to explain the car situation, the neon, why I owned it for 4 days, if you remember this.
Oh, I remember.
I bought the car from a friend because my car at the time had just taken an absolute shit. And so I bought the car for cheap.
Wasn't it the olds that cut out?
It was the olds that cut out, yeah. So I bought the neon. And this was like one of the, like, I guess the more rounded body neons, if you can remember correctly. This was before they made the long neon.
Like the weird, like, little stupid headlights on it.
It looked like a Subaru's dumb cousin. Like, if I'm being honest, like a WRX's dumb cousin.
Yep.
but it was before they made the really long neons. And he was selling it to me for $200, and I was like, "You just sold me a car for $200. I'm taking that as a W." I was very naive at the time.
Very.
I drove it home. I didn't have to go anywhere the next day. The following day, I made a trip up to the store and back, and I then the next day after that had to go to school. And I remember driving said vehicle on the highway, and every temperature gauge you could think of fucking took off. Couldn't figure out why until we got up under the car to find out the reason he sold me the car for $200 was the entire back half of the fluid like system in there. Like I'm talking your radiator hoses, all of the, any hose or valve that ran fluid in the back of it was rusted out, and all of it dumped out of the back of the car, like in the back of the motor into the road. So unfortunately that car lasted 4 days because I was like, well, I don't have the money to fix that.
Yeah.
So that got junked really fast.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I owned 15 vehicles. Yes, I've actually seen DC twice, only twice. It was the first time I went up and I proposed, and then the second time we went up for our anniversary.
Interesting.
Funny thing about that though, DC is one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Because I love the history.
And that's why I was like, it's got to be that one because like I know, like I feel like we went in school, but a lot.
I never got a chance to go.
No,
Anytime there was a field trip, I never got a chance.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I had gotten a chance to go to like the coast. I got a chance to go when we went to. There was a field trip we took. It was, I want to say it was to North Carolina. To the zoo.
Oh yeah.
Went to the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
But I never got a chance to go to DC. So
Damn.
my very first time was actually when I proposed to my wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right. Easy round. I was born in France.
Okay.
I've never been on a roller coaster. And I've had sex on your kitchen table.
Yeah, no, the roller coaster was a fucking lie.
Yeah.
100%. Because I was like, wait a second, I've seen you get on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
The France one was definitely easy. And yes, you have fucked on my kitchen. Not my current kitchen
Not the
table.
current one. No, this was back a long time ago.
This was, God, Jesus, that was what? That was more than a decade ago.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember because you then broke it.
No, I broke your sister's bed.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Good friends.
But yes, you were in fact born in France.
Yep, and I have been on a roller coaster. So these days, getting on a roller coaster is hard because there's a height maximum, and so there's some that I can go on. But
I actually hit that height maximum on some.
I mean, some of them are like 6'3", like 6'2", and I'm 6'7", 6'8". So like it's.
Well, it's mostly I think the ones that have the height max now are the ones where your legs dangle.
Yeah,
because they don't want you to like, take your feet off.
Yep, I remember first time I found that out was. I think it was Kings Island. We were going on something, waited 2 hours, 2.5 hours. They didn't have the height maximum at the beginning of the line. So I keep an eye out for it. And I got up to the thing finally after 2.5 hours. It's hot as fuck. Get up there and they're like, hey, can you stand by the stick real quick? And I was like, I'm definitely tall enough for this. And they're like, no, you're too tall for this one. And I was like, are you going to give me my 2.5 hours back that I just stood in line? And like,
you let me go jump in front of one of these other lines.
I was like, I can understand, like, if I was too big for it, that sometimes that's, self-inflicted. This is not. But,
me.
Yep.
I've been hit with that. So I think it's called the Alpengeist at Busch Gardens in Virginia.
I'm just sorry. Did I call it Kings Island? I think it's fucking King's Dominion. The Kings Island.
I thought you went somewhere else. I was like, no, I'm following you.
No. King's Dominion.
Yeah, no, King's Dominion for sure. No, I went to Busch Gardens. I think it's called the Alpengeist, and they had the same thing. The height, and I was like right underneath it. But no, there was a roller coaster at King's Dominion. Flight of Fear, I think it was.
Yeah,
the one that went inside. And I was actually too big for that, and not in the sense of like rotund.
Just your shoulders.
I legit like couldn't, like the thing wouldn't come down over my shoulders.
Yeah, like
where the bar was, my shoulder set up here, so it's like it wouldn't come down. They're like, yeah, you got to hop off, big guy. Yeah. So, all right, round 2. This is the medium round.
Yeah.
All right. Might be some trauma in this one.
Oh.
For anybody who doesn't know, and I'm going to preface this, we used to be, I don't know if we ever talked about this, we used to be co-hosts on a show called The Gaming Bunch. Okay. I always wanted TGB to end. I have held a world record in Call of Duty. And I ate your Nutella.
So the world record I know you had, but then somebody posted a faster time by the time you went to go post it or something like that. I know you've eaten my Nutella before. I had that 11-pound jar.
No, there's a specific time, and I want you to think about that. It was the jar.
The big one?
Mm-hmm.
Like the 11-pounder.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I was begging people to just fucking eat.
Mm-mm. This is before that. Did I eat it before that is the question. When you swore no one to touch it.
Man, you're going real deep cut there. I don't know if my brain can't handle that. And then you said you always wanted TGB to end. Was the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's true. But I feel like it's going to be some bullshit definition of like, I wanted to end.
I will clarify, all of these are very straightforward.
All right, I'm going to say that the TGB one is the lie.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, you remember how you got real mad that some of your Nutella was like a chunk of it was missing?
No, but
to explain, he had an 11-pound jar of Nutella. And when he got it, and this was like real Nutella.
This was Italian Ferrero Rocher direct from, it was like it's technically the like the commercial grade size one.
Yeah. And I'm going to apologize now to our old roommate. I blamed it on them. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in hindsight, by like after a few months, I was like, please eat my fucking Nutella.
Yeah, you were like, I remember that when you first got it, it was a gift.
Yeah.
And you were very much like, don't you fucking touch it. And I remember there was one night, and I went fat ass on this shit. There was one night where I had come back to the apartment from work, and the place was a fucking wreck. And I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. And I think you were asleep. And I was like, fuck him. And I just started eating it. And I ate so much, I actually got sick. Like it was instant karma, but I was just like,
worth it.
But you actually got mad like the next day because I don't know how Mr. Hawkeye over here knew that the fucking jar had scooted over by 3 inches or some shit, but you knew it had moved, and you were like, who the fuck touched my Nutella?
Because we kept it on top of the fridge. I can see the top of the fridge.
Fair.
So I knew where it was in relation to it. So,
But you were like, who the fuck touched my Nutella? And I was just like, I don't know. I went to bed after I cleaned. And you were definitely like, someone fucking touched it. And then you opened it and you were like, someone ate it. And I was just watching you Hulk out, and I'm like, it was him. Like, it had to have been him, dude. Wasn't me. And then I think it was like a couple months later, you were like, everyone, please eat my Nutella. Yep. And then we had like this fucking, remember we had like the big ass fucking charcuterie boards.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And just one giant thing of Nutella in the middle. We're just like,
please just fucking eat all my chocolate. Because 11 pounds, by the way, is way too much.
It's a lot of Nutella.
It's way too much. It was a great gift, but God
the
damn,
bad part is it goes bad at the same time as the normal stuff. So you don't, if you think you can eat a jar fast, try eating an 11-pound tub.
No. Yeah. Couldn't do it. No. All right. I can read upside down. I've had 12 dogs. And my favorite video game is Halo 2.
See, here's where you go be that bullshit. Because I know Halo is one of your favorite games, but I don't know if it's specifically Halo 2. I can't remember. Because we played the fuck out of like 3, Reach, ODST. Hell, we even played the fuck out of 2.
Yep.
Trying to remember how many fucking dachshunds there were.
This is the one I had to count.
I know you can read upside down because you've even talked about how when you're doing contract work or when you were doing contract work, you could read very easily upside down, especially when we were doing paper contracts at when we were at the other store.
Yep.
Like you could do that flawlessly too. You were just like,
just my brain flips it right back up. I'm fine. Yeah. Wait, I shouldn't be providing context.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like it's I'm gonna say the dogs is right. I think the bullshit is not Halo 2. I wanna say it's actually 3.
So that's your final answer.
Well, no, because Guitar Hero is your favorite game. Not kidding.
That's second.
it violently close second. Damn, how many dogs did you have? I'm trying to remember all of them. They were all. I loved all those dogs too. They were such sweethearts. Some of them were dicks, but they were still sweethearts.
Individually, they are all sweethearts.
Yes. In a group, they were a fucking pack.
Yep.
Because you had Mira when you got up here, but you never had a dog before that when you lived up here, like by yourself. No. Are you counting the one that you're... Oh, you fucker. Halo 2 is the right one. It's the dogs. I think you're throwing some bullshit at me because I almost forgot about the one that you had living at your mom's. Halo 2 is the right answer. The lie is the dogs. That's what I'm sticking with.
You are correct.
Let's go!
I wasn't actually counting mom's dogs at all.
Okay.
So by my count, it was Barney. So this was in France.
Oh, I would have forgotten all about that. Yeah.
Barney. And then we had Sandy.
Yep. Sandy was such a sweetheart.
Ludi, Dieter, Arnie, Gunther, Sophie, Carl, Willie. There was M, which that was the other big dog.
And
then Mira. So it's 11 dogs.
Are you counting Jackson and
No.
Okay.
Because Jackson was after I left. So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't count that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's also kind of why I didn't count mom's dogs because they've had multiple.
Yeah.
And trying to remember.
You almost got me with a Halo one. I just want you to know that.
I know.
That's tough.
That's why I went kind of medium on that one. I was like, because I could be that bullshitter and do like Halo 2, Halo 3. Halo 2 is my favorite. Yeah. Halo 3 is very close second, but
I think because Halo, I'm up there with Halo 2 as well. Like not the game, but Halo as well, I should say.
Yeah.
And I would say I think my favorite Halo to date would probably be 3.
Yeah.
Only because we had so many good memories playing LAN parties on that.
But that's also why I like Halo 2 so much. Because like to me, Halo 2's right up there, if not more up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
these are deep cuts. I'm going to warn you now. So I'm really need you to work your brain muscle. Okay. And I'm going to hit you with some trauma.
Oh God.
I broke the apartment cardinal rule.
Okay.
I hate that you are moving so far away. I broke up one of your relationships.
Okay. Cardinal rule is fucking.
Everybody's watching was like,
Cardinal rule is don't fuck out in the living quarters, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That was the one rule we had in our apartments.
Yeah. I know you're not a fan of me moving far away. But he can also be doing some bullshit there and be like, I love it. Or I don't know.
I'm not giving you context. This is the hard
Yeah.
realm, so.
Trying to think of. I'm pretty sure the relationship one I know about.
I don't think you do, actually.
I think you told me about it because I know it's not the fight one that you're probably thinking I'm thinking of. I know it's earlier than that. I think. I mean, I haven't had a ton, so it's not many to choose from. And you said that you did break the cardinal rule?
I'll read them one more time. I'll read them one more time. I broke the apartment cardinal rule.
Okay.
I hate that you're moving so far away. I broke up one of your relationships.
I don't think you broke the cardinal rule.
Is that your final answer?
Ah, no, you could have. I'm going to say final answer on that.
Okay.
Am I right?
The two truths were I broke up one of your relationships.
Yeah.
And I broke the apartment cardinal rule.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I actually am very excited for you to move for two reasons. One, I know that it's going to give you a lot of more peace of mind and a lot more life.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really good for you. And two, it's a new place I get to visit. So
true. Yeah.
Mutually beneficial.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be like, oh, jealous or something like that. But
no. I admit when I first, when we first talked about it, I was like, man, fuck, I got my best friend back and now he's fucking going again. And I'm like, but at the same time, like, we're grown ass adults with grown ass money and I can come out and visit. So,
and we'll still be doing this every week anyway. So,
correct.
Yeah. But,
no. So I will give context. I broke the cardinal rule once.
Is that a Kendall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had that bar? Like, it wasn't really a bar, but it was like a vanity bar that we had in the like dining room area where we had our stereo on it and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I'm not going to say who, because if this individual somehow watches our show, she's going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So she showed up, in basically a pea coat and very little underneath it. Nice. And when I opened the front door, it was very much like, oh, hey. And it was off to the races.
Yeah.
Remember that couch that you took with you?
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so it was on the bar.
Yeah.
On the couch. And this is the funnier part of this. On the back patio. While the firefighters were playing tennis. At first, we didn't realize they were there until we heard them go, woo! And we went, oh, dang! So, yeah. Nice. That happened. Yeah. And then your relationship. I don't know if you actually know this. And I guess it's the bullshit behind that one is I did it without knowing I did it. So.
Was that in college?
No.
No? Okay.
No. This was, well, maybe. It was right before we went to college.
Yeah, it was like I was over at a friend's house, I think, at the time when she broke up with me.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm aware. You told me. Yeah.
I couldn't remember if I did.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, because like later on, you were like, hey, I feel a little bad about it. So I just want to like, get this off my chest. And I was like, oh, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like,
it was one of those situations where I got suckered in.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it until after it was done. And I was just like,
sides were being formed and I was definitely outnumbered on that. So, yeah. No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and that's what I thought of. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the one that he's referring to. So,
you know what I can say at the age of 32? Fuck you. That's what I can say. All right, go ahead. You're up. Last up.
I didn't go quite as deep cut. This is kind of the same, maybe same level as the medium, because I couldn't think of any.
That's fair. I did clarify, by the way, for anybody who's watching, I did clarify with him that I could deep cut on that. So,
So I've dated 2 girls since moving here.
Oh shit.
I lost my virginity at 17. And I own 10 instruments.
Oh, fuck you.
I tried to go a little bit harder, but
that is actually a lot harder. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. You said you've had 2 girlfriends since moving here.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking specifically relationships, not dating, right?
I said I've dated 2 girls since moving here.
Dated. Okay. That's right. Okay. All right. And then what was the second one?
I own 10 instruments.
And the third?
I lost my virginity at 17. I read them in a different order this time, but
thanks. You do some bullshit here. Let me see. Are you counting the electronic drum set?
It's an instrument.
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. What else? Oh. Okay. Let me go back to the girls for a second. You've dated 2 girls. I remember the crazy one. I called her crazy because of the way you described her, but yo. Wait, no, did you date her? I remember you dated one girl that y'all like mutually parted ways because you were like, yeah, like you both, like we talked about, you both actually agreed, like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. And of course, your wife. But have you dated anybody else? What was the third one again? One more time.
I'll just read all 3 of them again.
Okay.
I've dated 2 girls since moving here.
Yeah.
I own 10 instruments.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity at 17.
I actually think you did. I think you did lose your virginity at 17. I remember us having that conversation. But here's the problem, is I can't remember if it was 16 or 17. I know it was like around there. This is tough, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta think this out. Okay. I think the instruments are correct. I think the instruments are definitely correct because you inherited some as well, and you would be counting those because they are instruments. Okay. This is tough. I do think you dated 2 girls here because you were very, very introverted when you moved down here. Like you didn't really want to go out and do anything. And when you got a job, you went to your job, and then like it wasn't until you met like that core group where you actually started trying to go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the lie is the instruments. I think you own more, actually. I think you own more.
Final answer.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, final answer.
I was 18.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I know. That's fair.
Yeah. At least I'm pretty sure it's 10 instruments. Let's see. Drum set. I have a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
I have very fine Taylor, drums, pause, 2 banjos, and a fiddle. Yeah, I have 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you gave me all blue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so yeah, I was 18, not 16 or 17.
17.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, I couldn't remember on that.
Yep.
That's the
technically
bullshit.
like right after senior year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was the slut.
Yep.
Even well after.
Yep.
Let's see. How many did you get right? You got no. Yes. Wait. What'd you get for the second one?
Let me see.
Yeah.
I got the first one wrong. I got the second one right. And then I got the third one wrong.
Okay. So you got 1 out of 3.
Yeah. And then you said the first one was a gimme. Second one, you said the Halo was the incorrect one.
Let me see it.
I'm pretty sure, right?
I
I think we're tied. I think we each got
think
one.
we did tie. No, I said did I? Either way.
I'll tally it up.
Yeah.
When I edit it. Yep.
Future Sam, put the scores right here,
Yep.
and whoever won, we're just gonna shake on it because it's a gentleman's game.
Good game.
Fuck
Yep.
you.
Yep.
It was a good game. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Hang on, you drop some. Oh, there it is.
Oh, dude, I always forget that.
Yeah.
I do keep a spare on me though, right on my hip.
Oh,
you know?
dude, I fucking double stack every day.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Stay strapped to get clapped,
Yeah.
son. No, it's funny how even with something as simple as this, there are still things we forget.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I mean, and also we're at that level of friendship to where we had to get into like the minutia of like the fucking bullshit. Like I've had 14 cars, not 13. Haha. I was 18 when I lost my virginity, not 17. You know, so like it's just dumb little shit like
It's
that.
the bullshit.
Like, yeah.
Fun fact though, I do want to say I meant to say this. I technically with this one I have played a show in front of 20,000 people.
Yeah.
I almost put that as a lie, but I decided not to. So in technicality, it is correct.
It was technically correct. Yeah. I know it wasn't like a crowd of 20,000 directly in front
Correct.
of you,
but it was actually
20,000 people there.
But you were wrong about where.
It's not Blue Ridge?
No. So the 2 times that I played at Blue Ridge, the capacity did not get above, I think it was like 15,000. It was actually at Creation Fest Northeast, played in Pennsylvania.
Gotcha.
And there was a boatload of people there.
Nice.
So fun time.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Good times all around.
Yep.
Yes. But it's time for us to roll out of here.
It is.
So
indeed.
Click the button behind me. Subscribe. And then also watch a video that YouTube recommends. And you know what? Before we go, let us know if you actually got any of ours right.
Yeah.
We'll see how well you know us. Okay.
Yeah. After each one, pause it and then give an answer in the comments and then come back to it.
Bye.